Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play HOI4 South Africa. Let us continue on from where we last left off. So we had defeated the Mid-Africa, we declared war against the Entente. Portugal is about to capitulate, which should free up a handful of international troops, and also maybe get this territory down in the south to kind of automatically capitulate towards us as well. Not that it matters so much, because Portugal can't get troops there to begin with. Okay, so we're going to dethrone the Paramount Chiefs. It does give us some more research speed and some more non-core manpower, which is not so bad. Romania's capitulated. But again, that's not a problem, because now Bulgaria can send all their troops up towards the north and kind of flood this area. Maybe they could flood this area. Are you not going to move troops up towards the north? Not really. Significantly less men than you would have probably originally anticipated are actually making their way across the border right now. All of you, please make your way to here. We'll have one guy capture that, but like we don't need this many men doing absolutely nothing. So I think at this point, basically anybody who can be at war with Germany is at war with Germany. I believe so, at least. Like, I don't think the Qing could get involved, because I think they've actually gone more pro-German this time around than they sometimes otherwise do. We don't have air superiority, but again, they shouldn't have that many planes around here. 96 bombers. I mean, could be substantially worse. And you guys, I think we are going to have you just last stand for now. Just like, I don't want to lose any territory. And what does the Spanish Republic do? I don't actually know. We know that they have gone for a republic, because they are under Franco right now. How are you guys doing down here? You're doing good. I actually think Austria is pretty close. We're about halfway dead right now. And now that Bulgaria is moving her way across the border, I can't actually see the Austrians living for too much longer. But since Illyria is not in the war. Okay, so of course this is all going to go to the Japanese. There you go, Japan. Congratulations on your successful conquest of Indochina. Please now put all of your efforts into fighting both Germany and, you know what, why not attack the Australians as well while you're at it? You know what I mean? I mean, Australia did take over... Oh, because it went to the CSA, right. Okay, I was wondering why the hell Australia owned Hawaii. I didn't know that was possible, but apparently it is when they just navally invade it. Who would have thought? Yeah, I think actually Vienna and Budapest are very much in danger zone right now. Which is good for us. Bad for them. How many troops have we killed? Lost the Portuguese Empire. That seems pretty good for us. We've lost 149,000 men. I guess you're going to walk and kind of take every province slowly. Or do that. You know what? That's okay as well. All these naval invasions, we don't have to worry about them. They're all happening like Italy and stuff like that. This was not a huge deal for us. France, of course, has thrown a lot of men on this front line, which is bad. But I mean, how much manpower could you guys possibly have? 49,000 really is not the number that you want, I would say, for a long war. Maybe, just maybe, the French Republic will have their own little, like, the rebellion event that can fire. That would be really nice. But I don't know what the chances of that actually happening are. And now Flanders Wallonia is capitulated, which allows you to move your troops up north, which actually is just, again, just good for us. And now that Russia also owns Denmark, they can maybe get some stuff done here as well. Okay, but the CSA, unfortunately, has ended their war with the Canadians. Which is kind of bad for us. I mean, I don't know if it makes a major difference. Yeah, just pull back for now. If we can actually just fall, yeah, but fall behind this river, yeah, that actually should be okay. I'm not actually too worried about that. Please do not attack, because against a river, like we should be able to hold this line decently enough. Crank out infrastructure in this area as well, because we do need it. Like, how are supplies up here? I mean, they seem fine. I'm assuming the problem right now is just that it's very hot. We have more troops than they do. 5 out of 4. I mean, we do, yes. We do outnumber the French at the moment, but they do have slightly better, you know, vehicles. They have their, what's the word? Aircraft. So it's not all completely perfect. The Portuguese Socialist Republic, I can't imagine it's going to survive too long. You guys are making your way down towards the south, which is nice for us. And I don't know how long the Pacific States and the CSA are going to end up fighting each other. Yeah, so you might as well go here, then here. And then at that point, you should have captured all of Angola. Vietnam, sure, we can also have a non-aggression pact. Everything we can do to fight the Germans. But the only problem now is that we also then have to cross the river, which is not what we want to be doing. We can maybe actually push here, but they do have light tanks. Which does make some situations a little bit more difficult. There's still no war in India quite yet. It would be nice if maybe the Hardy Commune declared war in the Dominion, or Princely Federation declared war in the Dominion of India. Just try to get these guys out of here as fast as possible. It's 1941 now. So let's go for the anti-tank, because we do have some French tanks that we do have to deal with. Support the CSA. You know what? At this point, I can't apparently afford to send you 2,000... No, don't send them 2,000 rifles. Why would I send them 2,000 rifles? I need the rifles way more than they do. In fact, I can train up a bunch more divisions. I could train up 19 if I wanted to, but I think right now I'm just going to go 10. Again, they're not high priority. If you can get the rifles to them, that would be nice. Only 69 days as well is really not a problem. And if we're building more units, the AI is going to send us more equipment, which is nice. Manpower. Stability plus 10%. I will take that. Please and thank you. Brazil actually still holding on is impressive to me. I thought they would just be, I thought they'd be dead by now, basically. Okay, so we have 6, we have 90. We want to at least send one more unit up here so we can make sure we're not taking any, overextension penalties. But of course, everywhere else is basically across the river, which is a little bit difficult. Liberia... It would have been nice if you got cute and you would have joined the Internationale. At this point, this would be the best case scenario. Would be this event right now, if they were to invade. Would be super cool. It's not going to happen, but it would be super cool. How is resistance going, by the way? It's somewhat high, somewhat low, depending on where you are. We're going to have... I mean, counter divisions are the ones that are doing it right now. How much suppression do you have? 18. You have 13.5. Yeah, so I guess the cavalry divisions right now actually are the best that we have for suppression at the moment. It would be nice if we can maybe get the Italians or the French or somebody like that to maybe navally invade the French Republic from the north. When they have the opportunity to do so. I mean, Budapest has fallen to the Serbians, which is actually quite impressive. I mean, Russia hasn't gone quite to where they need to be, though. They actually lose some territory to Denmark, which is funny. Like, how much manpower does Germany have? I imagine, like, 1 million. Actually, less than 400,000. Or around 400,000, which is definitely less than I would have anticipated. But they're getting kind of to like the front line, like especially when you get up to here. This area is so much easier to break through than, you know, pushing up way up through the Rhine. And once Austria is dead, because they are at currently 37%. And I'm wondering, if Vienna's worth 45, Prague is worth 30. Probably just Vienna is not going to be enough. The Rocky Mountain ceasefire. So, Mr. Jack Reed, I would recommend that your first course of action is not air production. But instead, yeah, Jack Reed dies. He always dies as soon as the war's over. But instead is to do the next step, once you've done the Second Constitution. You actually cannot do that because the Pacific States exist. Never mind. Kill the Pacific States and then join our faction. Please. That would be a dream come true, so you can kill the Canadians for us. Again, because you actually have way more manpower than you used to, which is bad. We have 1 million manpower. Like, our manpower should not be a problem ever again. Destruction 4. I do think we want to probably produce at least a handful of interwar fighters. I know interwar fighters are not good, but they're really the only planes we actually have at the moment, so I'm even thinking about all this stuff, and I think I shouldn't be worried I don't think about naval invasions right now. Actually, no, that's not true, because apparently there's a naval invasion planned right now for Central Africa. This shows what I know. So one of you guys go up to here. What's considered Central Africa? You're considered Central Africa. Okay, so it's going to be at one of these ports, which I don't have any troops even nearby, but I don't think that's going to matter so much. Yeah, I mean, right now, we can't break through the French, and the French can't break through us. A nice stalemate situation. Who do you think navally invading us? I bet you they're targeting Gabon and Equatorial Guyana. I would bet you $1 million that it's either the Dominion of India or it's Germany's Asia. Those really just seem like the two best contenders at the moment for who would possibly be trying to navally invade us right now. Sardinia's capitulated. Okay. Can I reduce their legitimacy? I know that's something an option. No, it's not an option at the moment, but that's okay. But this is looking good. Exactly what I was saying is you push your way through northern Germany. It's the best option. You can't beat it because this is a hell. You don't want to go through here. Well, you do want to push your way through here if we can. I mean, our attacks are not great. We're slightly above combat width, so I'm actually going to maybe take you out. Didn't change anything right now, but that's okay. If we can somehow get an encirclement on the French army, that'd be awesome. We don't have any troops that are fast enough to really accomplish that, though, unfortunately. But you should be able, we should break through here without too much hassle. And we want you, I guess, deploy as far north as you possibly can. And after that, we're going to have a front line for Red Army here, so once those new guys actually deploy, they have something to do. Thank you. I'm glad that the Japanese faction are actually giving me equipment. They really shouldn't be doing that, to be quite honest, but, you know, here we are. You don't... I guess you don't connect here. Okay. It's because you're about to break off. Next, we're going to annex Bashland and Swaziland. You're not doing as well as I would want, so you know what? Just hold back for a moment. Yeah, no, this is looking good. Got some nice greens. You are not as green as we otherwise would like, but that's okay. I'll send you guys up here for now and see if maybe we can get that done. Honestly, you guys are going to deploy to here. I'm going to deploy you right away. Cancel. I know you're not as equipped as you would like to be. I don't care so much. I prefer you being on the field than you guys actually being prepared to fight. You're at 76. You aren't going to break right now either. And you guys should be slowly on your way. I don't know, like, somebody's like, why do 4 guys try to strategically redeploy, but the other 4 just kind of do nothing at all? They have superiority over West Africa. Kind of okay with that, I think. We could maybe try to even force attack our way through. It would increase our offensive and, like, breakthrough capacities, which would be nice. Can you get any more upgrades? No. Can Red get any upgrades? No, you already got infantry expert. Your attack is not very good. Succeeding combat with actually is a big problem. Who's fighting? All of you are. One of you guys stand back. That should put you back under, so it's going to give you a 20% attack boost. You guys are going to fight. I don't think we care at all about who actually comes out on top in that conflict. Okay, now we're at 85. Okay. We don't have enough infantry equipment and support equipment. Okay, that's not bad. We're actually getting too much steel. I'm guessing we maybe took it from somebody? I'm not too sure who, but somebody. And yeah, unity at last. Still don't know if actually the French Republic can can join the war at this point. If they can, that sucks. But if they can't, pretty good, pretty good. Okay, well, it looks like Ukraine should fall soon. The Baltic Duchy is actually making a slight comeback, which I'm surprised by. Okay, and Red Army has now slowly arrived to where they need to be. Do another, just another push in. But we don't want to do a breakthrough quite yet. Because it really doesn't make sense for what we're trying to accomplish. Honestly, Red Army, you just be across the river. And you are going to be our army that we're going to maybe try to push our way through. Honestly, if you can just go straight to the car. Yeah, they have a port here, they have a port here, and they have a port here. We need to take all those ports to actually get encirclement. But if you can get that spearhead going, it would be nice for us. I'm going to pull Blue Army out of that province for now. We are missing aluminum. We'll get that from the CSA, because I feel like that maybe is a slightly safer route. And I think you're like 140 days, aren't you? I think that's a pretty long focus, so you might be waiting a long, long while before Vienna's fallen. How does that make things? Austria itself has capitulated. I thought they would have needed to take Prague. That's incredible news. So the war against Germany, I think, is going to be, somewhat coming towards a close. Hopefully. I mean, I don't know. You can't really get here, actually. Which is funny. Is that Ukraine capitulating? William Zeblood Foster has been named president. So you guys have gone totalist. You're now just finally doing Project Plow. You've been at war with us since, like, 1939. How are you just now doing the focus? Red Army, I can probably get you to do a force attack just because you are, you're 90 out of 80. I wish I could make your front line just a little bit bigger. And more Red Army troops are making their way up towards the north. We really just really want to open up a second front somewhere, but I have no way to project any power. Like, I have 13 ships. It's not nothing, but it's basically nothing. How are you guys doing? If you can make your way around Bohemia, because, like, the AI, of course, is throwing many troops on this entire border, which is only good for us. How many planes do I have in reserve? 15? 15 is not enough to send out into the wild. Because it would absolutely just get us completely murdered. How do you have only 80 combat with? I feel like your combat with should be higher than that. Dominant Unions capitulated. Okay, Russia. You now have more territory you can take over. Just letting you know that you can move your units to here now. Would be pretty cool. Are you guys still on force attack? You're not. Okay, fine. Hold position for right now. Because it's hard to push. Yeah, so take your 11 support equipment. Thank you, Bulgaria, for your generous assistance. These guys are completely dead. I really don't see a way that they're going to escape from that. Poland is... I mean, okay, Brazil's finally capitulated, but I'm surprised it took that long. I really thought it would be much sooner. And Ukraine's capitulated as well. Russia, this is your time to shine. You're still trying to make your way over here. Now, is there anything I can do to France? Because they have 15. They have 19 divisions here. We know that's not their whole army. They have apparently taken over Malta. Apparently they've always had Malta, so it shows what I know. Then we're going to do remove national slavery and high. Yeah, I mean, how is the whole slavery thing doing right now? It's only a 5% stability penalty, which actually is not that bad, all things considered. Because Germany's put a lot of troops over here, which actually means that this whole front is pretty weak. We could probably, you know what, Red Army, we're going to send you up to Europe. Blue Army can, more than by itself, is capable of kind of guarding this stuff. If you're on this front, delete this. This doesn't matter anymore. I mean, not that it doesn't matter, but I'm sending you guys to Europe. Because you're going to spearhead your way towards Berlin. So if we can kill Berlin, annex all of Middle Africa, it'll be good. It'll be good for us, because then we're not using a bunch of manpower and equipment trying to maintain all of our garrisons. Which right now, I mean, some of these are at 0, some of them are hovering around 30%. The French, surprisingly, I don't think actually are trying to take over this territory, which is nice for us. That they're being so understanding in these desperate times. But I do think that for right now is going to be a good time for us to end this episode. So thank you very much for watching, Mr. Anthem. If you enjoyed, thumbs up. Not enjoying, click thumbs down. Want to subscribe, and goodbye.